So I've made it to the islands. I'm currently in Koh Rong, which I was proper excited about, but oh my god, it's just getting worse and worse really ever since Siem Reap. So we got here yesterday. We had a bit of trouble with the boat. They dropped us off at the wrong pier. But it was only like a 10-minute drive anyway, so we just let that slide. Got to our hotel. The hotel's terrible, to be fair. It's literally the worst hotel that we've stayed in since being in Asia, really, for the last 6 weeks. And I don't know whether it's because of the Chinese New Year, but or whether we just booked late. I mean, we booked the islands last week, and there wasn't really much accommodation left, to be fair. It was only saying that like 10% of accommodation is left, you know, like on booking.com and things like that. It'll say like 90% of accommodation's already been taken for your dates. But anyway, we booked this room. It looked pretty standard. Had a bed and a shower and stuff, so we were just like, fuck it, we'll just book that. It was on the beach at the pier, and got there, and the room's like tiny, like you literally can't swing a cat in there. And then like the shower and the toilet is just like nothing to what the pictures look like either as well. So we're a bit pissed off at that. But again, just thought, fuck it. Look, we're at the beach. Let's just go and spend 4 days on the beach and just literally use the room to sleep in, which you tend to do anyway when you're away, really. And then as we were on our way back down, and after we paid for the accommodation, the people at reception said, oh, just to let you know, the island has had no electricity since 7 o'clock this morning. Meaning, no aircon and no fan in the room. They said, hopefully it's going to be fixed by tonight. So we were like, oh, shouldn't be that bad of an issue. Like, it'll be fixed soon. And it just wasn't. We ended up walking around at midnight last night trying to find another accommodation, because some of the hotels have like backup generators, so we could see that they had lights on, and obviously their air cons would have been working and stuff. So we were walking around at midnight last night after trying to get to sleep for an hour, but it was just absolutely fucking boiling. It was like a sauna in the room. And the people here are so fucking rude. I swear to God, in my first video in Siem Reap, I said, oh yeah, the people here are so nice and stuff. But Kampot, obviously, they didn't really understand what you were saying. It was difficult to have a conversation, and they were just pesting you in terms of like tuk-tuk drivers and just wanting your money, really. And then here, it's just fucking 10 times worse, honestly. They're just money grabbers. I've been shortchanged twice already. The service for like meals and food is just shit. The choice of food is shit. The quality of food is shit. So yeah, ain't too happy, to be fair. Literally went out for a meal last night. I ordered a green curry. Cammy had a pizza. I'd already ate my green curry. It took about an hour for it to come. And then I ate my tea, and Cammy's food still wasn't there. We literally waited another 20 minutes and her pizza still hadn't come. And then we went to the thingy. We were just like, right, we just want to pay the bill. Like, Cammy had had enough. It gone past the point of being like hungry. So she was just like, oh, I'm just going to leave it. Like, I'll just go to bed with no tea and stuff. So went up to pay. I obviously complained, said we want the pizza off the bill. Then he was like, basically just making an excuse about the electricity. But they literally had a fucking pizza oven, which clearly didn't need electricity. And there was somebody like rolling out the dough and stuff. So they were still making the pizzas. It was just a fucking excuse. But I think that's just what they're like here. Everybody's just rude. All the locals are rude. We literally sat down for breakfast today, ordered a coffee. Took about 20 minutes to come. Like, they don't even speak to you. They don't bring you menus. Like, it just isn't the service and the people that I was kind of told about, really. When I was in Thailand, I got told, oh, the people in Cambodia are even nicer than the Thai people. They're not. They're not at all. No chance. So much nicer in Thailand, service and everything. And then just going back to the room. So obviously we were walking around, I saying at midnight last night, looking for accommodation. Didn't find anything else. So we were just like, right, we're going to have to go back. And like the hotel had like it's got like a balcony for like all the guests to like sit there. Not like our own room balcony, we don't have one of them. So we just sat on there till about 1:30 o'clock in the morning, because it was like, it's on the seafront, so you got a nice little breeze there. And then we were just like, right, we're just going to have to wet the towels and just put the towels on top of us. So that's literally what we did. We got in, we wet all the towels, wet both towels, and just literally lay with the wet towels on us last night. And luckily we did fall asleep, but we were waking up in the night like absolutely fucking roasted. And obviously with being a type 1 diabetic, I'm just concerned obviously about my medication and stuff. Just being laying around in the room. There's no fridge in the room. Even if there was a fridge in the room, it wouldn't be working because of the electricity. But to be fair, the people at the hotel have been really nice this morning. They're obviously apologising. Like, it's not their fault. It's not their fault that they don't have like the backup generator and the electricity's gone on the whole island. You know, there's been like an issue with the whole island apparently. But like they've offered today to put my medication in like a cool box and stuff, which I've done. So I went down this morning. I was just like, look, if it isn't fixed tonight, then we're going to have to try and look to move hotels, unfortunately. And I was just like requesting whether or not we could get a refund and stuff. And they were really nice about it, apologising. And yeah, they basically said that I could put like my medication in a cool box, which I've done today. But yeah, not a good experience at all in Koh Rong, to be fair. We're going to the other island I think we've got 3 more nights here. But as I say, the electricity's still not up. It's, what, midday now here? So if it isn't up in the next few hours, like we're already looking at hotels on the other island and also back on the mainland as well, because we just can't do another night with no fridge and no electricity anyway. It's like a fucking sauna in there. Right, I'm going to go to the gym anyway this morning. I feel like I need it. I've literally been once in 6 weeks since leaving England. I went once in Koh Samui, I think it was, at the hotel that had a gym. But they've got like a little gym here. I don't know what it's like yet. I'll show you around. And yeah, I just feel like I need a session, really, even if there is no aircon in there, just for my mental well-being a little bit, because I'm a bit stressed. So the gym that we're in is called Blue House Gym, Koh Rong, and it's pretty sick, to be fair. They've got some nice bits of equipment. I'll show you the outdoor bit now. Camera there doing a bit of abs. You've got all your barbells, got all your dumbbells and free weight areas and bench. You've got leg machines. Got all of your machines for like chest. They've got a bench outside and stuff. And the 2 people that run it, it's a guy from Bristol and an Australian girl, and they're lovely as well. It costs $5, sorry, for a day session. But yeah, it's got everything that you need in here, really, to be fair. And I'll show you the indoor bit in a minute. They've got some cardio machines and stuff like that. So this is the indoor bit. They've got loads of cables and stuff. Some more bits of machinery. And then they've got 2 steppers and 2 treadmills as well. So literally got everything that you need here, really. Right, the electric's back on. Stop being a fucking moaning cunt, Joe. You're literally on an island with a lovely sea, lovely beach. So yeah, just finished gym, unreal gym, to be fair, as you would have saw in the last clips. Got literally everything that you need. But yeah, gonna go and get some lunch and stuff now. Just glad that the aircon's on back on in the fucking bedroom, to be fair. We've been looking at hotels all morning to go back to the mainland and then go back to the other island in a couple of nights, just because it's just been a fucking mess. But we're all sorted. So gonna go back for some lunch, gonna go and just chill out at the beach all day today, I think. I'll show you what the beach is looking like. To be fair, it is a bit dirty in places. I don't think they look after it that well, to be fair. There's like bits of litter and stuff like up the beach, but because it's Chinese New Year, I was chatting to the guy who owns the gym, and he said like this is the busiest that it gets, basically, and the electricity issue has literally come from the amount of people that's just on the island using all the electricity. So I don't know whether some it's just blue or something like that, but as I say, the infrastructure's not that good here in Cambodia, so it must just be because of that, really. But yeah, hotel prices, that's why they were through the roof. That's why there was not much accommodation left for us to book. So I just advise, if you are coming to Koh Rong, then do not come around Chinese New Year because you'll struggle to get a hotel and you'll pay over the price. Like I say, we've paid £45 for this room, and so basic, can't swing a cat in here really. And if you think we're paying like £15 in some of the other places, but yeah, we're just going to go and chill out at the beach for a few days anyway. The sea's quite nice in places. Yeah, I'll show you some of that when we get down to the beach in a minute. So we decided to come to Long Beach, which is about a 5 to 10 minute drive just around the corner from Koh Touch where we're staying, and wow, it's literally beautiful. So nice. The beach is a lot nicer than the one in Koh Touch. I mean, Koh Touch is nice, but there's bits where it's a little bit dirty and stuff. Very isolated here. There's not any like food or like drink places, no restaurants or anything like that. We're just walking down now, but have a look at this water. Literally the whitest sand that I've probably seen as well. Unreal. One thing that I have noticed in Cambodia is I don't think they really respect like their beaches a lot. Like we were sat on Koh Touch beach last night and like the locals are just like smoking and just chucking their fags on the sand and stuff like that. But have a look at this, considering there's literally nobody here. All the rubbish. Like, it's just sad that the beach is so beautiful and there's just this much shit really. I don't know whether it's just been swept up from the sea or people have left it here, but considering there's nobody here, yeah, it's just sad that like they don't clean it and they don't really like respect the beaches, to be honest. So we looked at a TikTok and it said that you can potentially rent some beds out at one of the hotels that's on Long Beach, which you get dropped off in a tuk-tuk, or if you're driving a moped, there's no trespassing on the road. So he dropped us off right down the bottom, and we've just kind of walked all the way down to where the pier is, and as you can see there, and there's a security guard waiting at the pier, and it's no trespassing. They won't let you past at all to get into like the next bit of the beach. So there's only a little stretch of beach where you can just chill on, but there's literally no shops for water, there's no toilets anywhere or anything like that. So I mean, the beach is absolutely beautiful, but yeah, we're literally just going to have to stay here for a little while and then go back, because we haven't bought that much water or anything with us, or any food or anything like that. So if you're planning on coming to Long Beach and getting food and getting drinks and stuff, then it ain't going to happen by the looks of it. I think you just got to bring your own stuff kind of thing, but it is very isolated, which is nice. It's nice that kind of nobody else is here. There's just a couple of people. So we're back at Long Beach in Koh Rong, and we've come a little bit more prepped today. We've brought some food with us. It's midday and there's literally nobody within 500 yards of us. It's literally just like having the beach to ourselves, and I think this is my favourite beach, the nicest beach that I've ever been to if we're talking about clear waters and white sand. So we've just arrived in Koh Rong, Siloam, and I think just kind of reviewing Koh Rong really, where we were staying, Koh Touch. It's kind of where all the main bits are, where the restaurants and stuff are, but it's not somewhere that I'll probably go back to be honest. I didn't feel the locals were very welcoming at all. I think the nice thing about it was just seeing like all the little Cambodian kids just running about and just living life really on the beach and stuff. And we found one restaurant that we kind of liked called Malibu Restaurant, which is kind of in the middle of Koh Touch, which kind of did decent food. Yeah, we had a good meal every night. Not like amazing, but like it was decent. And then Long Beach, where we went to 2 days in a row, just to kind of get away from Koh Touch Beach really, because it was Chinese New Year the first day, obviously it was just rammed full of Chinese people, way too many people there. And then the second day we had a little walk up and there was just like loads of rubbish, bit of a sewer going into like the sea. It was nice to chill at the beach at night time when they had a bit of like music playing. There's like a reggae bar up the top end, have a nice little beer and stuff just to chill out. But daytime vibes wasn't really for us, to be fair, which is why we liked Long Beach, because you were literally just had the whole beach to yourself and hardly anybody there. It was just unbelievable. And as I said in the last clip, just like the clearest waters, the whitest sand, probably the best beach that I've ever been to be honest. But we just got to Koh Rong Siloam. As I said, we're staying in a place called Sa Resort, which is lovely, and I think that kind of put a bit of a downer on the last place in Koh Rong, Koh Touch. Probably the worst hotel that we've stayed in since we've been kind of travelling really. It wasn't like clean, it was like a guest house. It didn't get cleaned in 4 days. We had to ask for fresh towels every day. Like, as I say, there was just no clean or anything like that, and you just felt like dirty in the room, so we just tried to spend as long as we could out of the room really, which, you know, it is only there to sleep and shower in, which I get, but yeah, I don't know, I just like to feel clean. But as you can see, this hotel room's a lot nicer, to be fair. So nice little hotel. It's quite spacious as well, which is nice for like all your baggage and stuff like that, and toilet and shower is pretty decent. But they've got a lovely little bar area. They've got a pool, which we're excited about. We haven't had obviously the pool in the last place, which we miss, and looks like they do like fire shows, and we've got good food and stuff here. So yeah, I'll show you around a little bit more. But from first impressions, the people at the hotel are really, really kind, amazing as well, which didn't really get at the last place. As I said, the locals aren't very welcoming in Koh Rong, because I think it is just a bit backpacker vibe there, to be honest with you. I don't know what the other side of the island is like, but very remote here. Literally hardly any restaurants or anything like that. I'll have a walk down the beach and show you. Just feels as if you're just on a little island with like minimal people, which is unreal, which is kind of what we like really. So yeah, show you a bit more around the hotel and give you some updates as our time here goes on.